All right, welcome everybody to the Dirt Slingers Racing League. Dominic Santina alongside Cole Rosso getting ready with qualifying. We're going to send it to our opening prayer and national anthem, and when we come back, we'll get ready with Heat 1 here in race number 1 on season number 14.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You know, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty nervous about this first one, but we got to get it out of the way sometime.
That's for sure. Yeah, bear with us. Both of us first time. Cole's first time on the mic, my first time producing, so there may be a few little mistakes. But just bear with us. We'll get through it together and try to give you as good of a show as we can. Looks like we got a little bit of qualifying action going on right now as Casey Gus is on track right now, running a quick time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really familiar with these sprint cars. I'm really a modified guy, so these qualifying I don't really get.
Yeah, we got a couple different people on track, it looks like right now, running around on track. About 2 minutes left to go before we'll get to our first session.
Let me tell you, most of these guys that drive these are wheelmen. I mean, it takes a lot to drive these cars.
Mike Heininger there slowing it down a little bit. Looks like we might be getting ready to send it to our first heat race on the night. We'll wait for race control to advance it to the next session. We'll get ready to go. Here with race number 1 of the new season. Cole, you excited to get this underway?
I'm excited as much as you are, man.
I think we still got a couple cars on track. And take a look at Zach Rounds here as he makes his way around the track. like he might be having a little bit of connection issues. He's skipping in and out just a little bit. Like Chris Vogel getting on track. Gonna run a few hot laps, trying to work this track in just a little bit before we get ready for heat race number 1. Clips the outside wall there. Looks like coming out of turn 2.
Trent Reuter coming at it, trying to get this fast time as fast as possible. 14.62. Does he have it? Gets himself a third place finish.
Trevor Royer is going to be one to watch. He's usually up there towards the top. Stephen Calavoto right now with their quick time at 14.606, and we're going to get ready for heat race number 1. Getting set on the line. Looks like we're going to have 10 cars on the grid. Starting heat race number 1. Row number 1, your pole sitter out of Team VLR, Beer Here Gang, Victory Lane Racing Team from Charlestown, West Virginia. That's the 123 of Stephen Calavoto. And on the outside in the 010 is Zach Whitties.
On row 2 on the inside, the number 36, Nathan Davis. On the outside of him is 75, Michael Berthay.
And in row number 3 on the inside for Greg Dahlman Racing, Sandbagger Sim Team out of Tampa, Florida. That's the 5 of Mad Max Stamball. And on his outside in the 42 is Cody Meadows.
On row number 4 is 29 of Connor Dudek. And on the outside of him is Dylan Hutchinson in the 43.
In row number 5, starting 9th in the 29, that's Steven Fernberg. And on his outside, the 23 of Alex Sturzik. Those will be your 10 cars ready to go here for heat race number 1. Usually I believe it's the top 4 advance. Is that right there, Cole?
That's what I'm seeing.
All right, top 4 cars directly to the A main. The rest will have to make their way through our LCQ. Getting ready, pace truck gonna pull off. Green flag will be in the air. We come around. This time should be green flag out of turn number 4. Stephen Calavoto, Zach Woody's going to lead us away. There goes the pace truck. Calavoto with a big jump, and we are off on lap number 1. Stephen Calavoto getting that early edge as he heads into 1 and 2. Zach Woody's going to pull into 2nd. Nathan Davis in 3rd, and Michael Berthay in 4th. That's how they're running, coming around to complete lap number 1 of 8. Pretty quick lap times here. 14.781 for Calavoto in that first lap. Nathan Davis, Michael Berthay working together for 3rd and 4th. Those are your 2 final transfer spots. Mad Max Stamball on the outside. Or Stamball, excuse me, up to the 3rd spot. Whitty's back to 4th, Berthay to 5th. That's how they run. So Berthay on the outside trying to get to that final transfer spot. 5 laps left to go here in heat race number 1. As they're making their way around 3 and 4, you see your leader coming out of turn 4 there, now heading into turn 2. And we got a caution on the racetrack. Zach Whitties, maybe? We're gonna have to go back and see who brought out the caution. Did you happen to catch it at all, Cole?
Yeah, it's Connor Dudek. He going out of the front stretch. He just nailed the outside wall on turn 1 and flipped it.
Yeah, we caught it right there, just hitting the outside wall. He's gonna try to get that car respun around. Back under power, so that'll reset the order. So we get back, look at the front of the lineup. It's still going to be the 123 of Steven Calavoda. He's going to be your race leader, followed by Nathan Davis, Max Stamball, Woody's, and Birthday, your top 5. Then Meadows, Hutchison, Szerzynski, Fernberg, and Dudek. That's your order. Looks like Dudek's took his car to the infield. He'll have to go through our LCQ. We're going to line it up with about 5 laps to go, 4 to go, and we get the green flag. Caution laps do not count here in the early heat races. Green flag laps only. Getting ready to go this time. Pace truck will pull away. And we'll get set to get her going here in heat race number 1. First caution of the night. Steven Calavoda going to lead us back to green. We'll see if Nathan Davis can time up the restart. Here they come to the inside. Green flag back in the air. 4 laps left to go. Calavoda gets a good jump once again to the inside, makes his way down the backstretch. Max Stamball all over the back of Nathan Davis as they head down the backstretch. Woody still hanging on to that 4th and final transfer spot as we got 3 laps left to go. We're going to take a look back here at this battle between Woody's and Birthday for that final transfer spot. Top 3 running the same. Pretty single file here in heat race number 1. We'll see if this track can work in just a little bit more as we get through the heat races. Coming to 1 lap left to go for your race leader, Steven Calavoda. He's led most of the race, looking to secure it here with the win in heat race number 1. Take the first heat win of the season. Here they go into 3 and 4 this time. Stamball slide job, gets into Nathan Davis. Davis hard into the wall. Calavoda is going to take the win. Stamball, Whitty, Davis, and Birthday going to advance. Or Meadows gets in there. Birthday 4th, Meadows 5th. And that's so Meadows will just miss out. And that'll round out your heat race number 1. We'll get ready for heat race number 2.
He really said checkers or records for that one. He really wanted it for it, and just didn't pan out for him.
No, it did not. Max Stamball going for it all there. He did get that 2nd position, but Davis drawing the short end of it there. So we'll get set for heat race number 2. On row 1, your pole sitter is the Ultimate Dirt TV Black Diamond Motorsports number 10 of Ryan Scheit from Warrensburg, Missouri. And on his outside, the 110 from Cadillac out in Albany, New York. That is Kevin Hanley.
On row number 2 on the inside of 95 at Dakota Kuhn. On the outside of him is 19 Troy Wagerman Jr.
In row number 3 for Extreme Indoor Karting, Sandbagger Sim Team from Clio, Michigan. That's the 67 of Trevor Berry. And on his outside for SKD Stuart Fan Farms, Double Deuce Racing, the 716 of Chris Vogel.
On row number 3 is 026 Sean Stevens. On the outside of him is 17 Christopher Monroe.
And on the back row for Pain Wizard Team CEDI from Fort Collins, Colorado, the 39 of Mike Henninger. And on his outside, the 420 of Caden Blazer. Looks like all 10 cars have made it to the grid. Getting ready to go here for heat race number 2. Top 4 will advance. Top 2 to the pole dash, 4 to the A main. The rest will make it through our LCQs later on. And for this one, we're going to give it to Cole Basso for the call.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope these guys can make it a 2-lane track. I mean, it really sucks to get a 1 lane, and it's really only way to pass is a slider, and it's got to be dangerous with these guys going so fast.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of contact there, a couple cautions, and like we said, Nathan Davis drawing short end of the stick on that last slider from Mason Hannigan. We'll see what happens here in heat race number 2.
As we take the green flag coming off the front stretch. Scheitz just got that long, narrow lead already coming in with the run in the slider line. Oh, contact being made. Oh, into a wall. That will probably bring out the caution. If not, oh, maybe we keep it green. Ryan Scheidt trying to get past. He's still got pressure, even though it's a big wreck in the back. That's Hanley coming up, still putting pressure on him, trying everything he's got, run the outside line, trying to track him down. As we come into lap number 4, halfway to go. Hanley's just getting closer and closer every time. As I do believe each one of these guys are in a pair fighting for each other's spots here. That 3rd and 4th spot, though, it looks pretty secure as long as they don't go for anything hard. Scheidt still got the lead. Still closing in, though. Hanley, don't mess around with this guy. A bobble and a wiggle and a giggle might give up the spot. As we come into lap 7, white flag. Or, excuse me, 2 laps to go. Right now, your top 4 for the transfer spots looks Scheitz, Hanley, Kuhn, Berry. Ooh, a little bit of contact for 5th here, trying to push for positions just for the B main. As we come out for the last checkered, it's going to be, Scheidt, Hanley, Kuhn, Berry, Stevens, Monroe at the line, Stevens, Vogel, Blazer, Henninger, and Wagaman. That rounds up your top 10.
Got a little bit more action there. Top 4 kind of ran away a little bit, but some action in the back. We'll get ready for heat race number 3. Going to have 2 more heat races before we get to our LCQs. 4 heat races on the night. We'll start to grid out this one as well. On the front row, on the inside is the 90 of Trevor Royer, and on his outside, the Elkline 88 Brent Mark Sim Racing Team from Ontario, Ohio. That's the 27 of Kevin Click.
On row number 2 on the inside is the 024 Tim Nichols. On the outside of him is the 019 of Sam J. Price.
Row number 3 for Shake and Bake from Junction City, Kansas. That's the one of Jacob Schmutz, and on his outside, for Casey's General Stores from Des Moines, Iowa, that's the 50 of Jason Randolph.
On row number 4 on the inside, the 44 Garrett Holsey, and outside of him is the 021 Nicholas Cohen.
And rounding out the field in the 5th row for High Side Fast Lane Speedway Engines and UD SRA from Livingston, Montana, the 56 of David Flick, and on his outside, the 65 of Jordan Etter for Brazen Firearms, U.S. Navy, and from Quad City, Illinois. We'll get ready to go here with our 3rd heat race. Once again, top 4 to the A main, top 2 to the pole dash. The rest will go through our LCQs coming up in just a little bit. Gonna get ready to go this time. Trevor Royer gonna lead us around on the inside, coming out of turn 4. Green flag will be in the air. Pace truck pulling down and away. Wait for our starter to display the green flag. There goes Trevor Royer. He's going to get a good jump heading into turn 1 and 2. Going to that top side through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch they'll come. Front 2 pull away. That's Trevor Royer and Kevin Click. And it's a battle back there between Sam Price, Tim Nichols, and Jason Randolph. Schmutz in there as well. Cohan. Quite a few cars battling it out back there for 3rd on back. Nichols in 3rd. He's pulled away now. Schmutz has that 4th place spot. Top 4 once again. Already kind of finding their groove. And we got our caution on the racetrack already.
That's just going to be Garrett. He kind of lost control coming out of 4 right there, and he just kind of slid up the track and fighting for the same line and kind of smushed. Oh, they got a cookie sandwich over here, smushed each other in a wall.
Yeah, looking at it right there, we had a car to the inside, couple cars involved in that accident going into turn 1. We'll reset our order here as we get ready to go. Just got to lap number 2, so we're going to have about 6 laps left to go. When we get ready to go green flag racing again, it's Trevor Royer at the point, Kevin Click in second, Tim Nichols in third, Garrett Halsey holding on to that final transfer position. Then it's Jacob Smuts, Nicholas Cohan, Jordan Eder, David Flick, Sam Price, and Zach Randolph. Your running order as they stand right now. Pace truck making its way through. This time around, we should be able to go back green flag racing. Looks like Sam Price might have pulled it down pit road. Trevor Royer going to stack them up. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Just completed lap number 2. 6 laps left to go. Trevor Royer already pulling away as he heads down the backstretch, sends it into 3 and 4 once again. So it's Royer, Click, Halsey, Nichols. So Garrett Halsey able to get around Tim Nichols there for that 3rd place spot. We'll take a look back here as the top 2 have already pulled away. Good battle now is the 1 of Jacob Smuts going to try to look to the inside of Tim Nichols for that final transfer spot. Halsey able to pull away just a little bit, but Tim Nichols is under full attack. 3 wide behind him between Smuts, Cohan, and Flick and Eder. All actually 4 cars battling it out there as we're halfway through heat race number 3. We'll keep an eye on Tim Nichols, see if he can hold on to that final transfer spot. Now he's going to try to gain a little bit of ground on Garrett Halsey, see if he can reel him back in. But like we said, 3 wide behind him. Now they're going to single file it out coming down the front stretch, trying to work that bottom line. Nicholas Cohan taking a peek to the inside of Tim Nichols. A little bit of contact as they exit turn 2 there. Coming around to take 2 laps left to go for your race leader. It's still Trevor Royer out front. He's got a good, decent lead, almost a full second over Kevin Click, and then it's another second back, and oh, there goes Tim Nichols into the outside wall. So contact for Tim Nichols. Coming to the line, Trevor Royer going to take the win. Click going to come second. Halsey third. Cohan will take the final spot. Flick, Schmutz, Eder, Nichols, Price, and Randolph all going to head to the LCQs later on. And once again, there, Cole, more contact coming to the checkered flag.
We're only taking 20, I believe, to the feature, right, altogether?
I believe so, yeah.
That means 20 of these are going to go home, and it's a make or break for these guys in these heats.
Actually, they might be taking 24.
They might be taking 24? All right. I mean, okay.
Still,
That's
a good majority of them are going to go home.
Yeah, and most of them don't want to see that.
So, all right, we're going to set up heat race number 4, the final heat race before our LCQs, and your pole sitter for this one's going to be the 48 of Carter Chevalier, and on his outside, the Indy Racing Parts Midwest Hammerhead Sim Racing Team from Hobstadt, Indiana. That's the 92 of Peyton Grease.
On row number 2 on the inside, the 013 of Eric Wilkie, and on the outside of him is the 54, Matthew Westfall.
Row number 3 on the inside for SKD, King's Color and Chrome. Tilly Lake Vet, Fast Wings Team SKD from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's the 118 of Scott King, and on his outside, the 007 of Jacob Fields.
On row number 4, my friend personally, the 13, Cody Kelly. On the outside of him, the 59 of Casey Gus.
And rounding out the heat here for heat number 4, on the inside of row number 5, the 28 of Zach Rounds, and on his outside, the 6 of Cody Olson. 8 more laps, 4 more cars. Top 2 go to the pole dash, 4 to the A main. The rest will get set for our LCQs coming up next. Once again, we're going to send it over to Cole Rosso for heat race number 4.
How do you pronounce my last name? Rosso? Basso.
Basso, my bad.
We're all good, man. Nobody names my name right. All right, looks like Carter Chevalier. And stack them up, rack them up, and go green as we go into the first lap. Coming out of turn 1 and 2, Chevalier looks like I have a pulling away from these guys. But we still have pressure from the top 3 guys behind them. That would be Cody Olson, Jacob Fields, Wilkie, Grease, and then behind him is Westfall. As we complete lap number 2 into 3, Chevalier still has the lead going up. Still getting pressure from these guys behind him, though. You got to be careful. These guys will come at you at any time, any way. Peyton Grease looking at anything to go around this dude. Still getting pressure from the guy behind him, though, Eric Wilkie. Don't give up on this guy, Jacob Fields, though. This guy's a modified dirt driver like no man other. As he still has the 4th position, is looking to lock it up as he is. Moving back into the pack, Matthew Westfall in 5th. It's pretty close battle. Oh, as he bobbles, as Scott King looks to go underneath of him, but can't get it done. Cody Kelly in the 7th spot, next to 8th, 9th, and 10th, all battling for that 7th spot coming in to lap number 6. As we go back to leaders, though, it's still Chevalier the whole time as a battle for the number 2 spot. Eric Wilkie and Grease going in neck and neck. These guys want it, man. Slide job from the Peyton Grease. Can he stick it? Oh, it's close. It's close. He still got it, though. As Wilkie pulls away for the number 2 spot. But Grease is still coming in. Don't leave that door open for Fields as he's slowly coming back in here. As we go to a white flag, Chevalier looks to have it. Wilkie, then Grease, then Fields. Grease looks like he's going to set up a slider. Can he stick it? Is it going to be enough? To the line? Not quite. As it's going to be Chevalier, Wilkie, Grease, and Fields as your top 4.
That's more of the racing action we like to see.
Yeah, I mean, and we went green flag the whole time, which is more enjoyable.
It is. And good racing action there between a couple of guys in the top 2. We'll get set to start our LCQs. They're going to grid out on the field here. We'll get set. We'll start the grid with our inside row. Starting on the inside of LCQ number 1 is going to be the 65 of Jordan Eder. And on his outside will be the 6 of Cody Olson.
On row number 2 on the inside is going to be 36 of Nathan Davis. On the outside of him is going to be 420 Aiden Blazer.
Row number 3 will be the 24 of Tim Nichols. And on his outside, the 13 of Cody Kelly.
On row number 4, the 029 is Steven Fernberg, and the outside of him is 39 of Mike Henninger.
Row number 5 is going to be the 50 of Zach Randolph, and on his outside is going to be the 28 of Zach Rounds.
On row number 5, correct me if I'm wrong, Connor Dudick, and outside of him is the 19 of Troy Wagerman.
And rounding out the field in row number 7 will be the 19 of Sam Price and the 59 of Casey Goss. Looks like maybe the 29 of Steven Fernberg not going to make the call. So we may only have 13 cars here in this LCQ.
And only 4 guys go on to make this to the We're in the C main? Yeah, we're in the C main. Only 4 guys take it to the C main, or B main, excuse me.
So we'll be watching that 4th place position once again to see who will be that last one to start in the back of the B main and have another chance to try to make this A main. We're going to go 12 laps here in this C main. As Cole said, top 4 will advance.
If you thought the heat races were battling it for each other, this was going to be a doozy.
Yeah, get ready. The track's only going to continue to wear in as the night goes on. We started to see it there in heat race number 4. And with this being a top 4 or go home kind of race, action's going to ramp up, and we're about ready to go green. Pace truck going to pull away. Jordan Etter going to lead us to the green flag, and we are green with our C main. 3 wide in the first corner. A little bit of contact there between Olson and Etter. 3 wide into 3 and 4. Can they make it all stick? Sliders coming all over the place. And it's going to be Etter to the line. Leading us contact in 1 and 2. Etter goes wide, takes another car with him. We got a bunch of action up front right away. Cole mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, as we go into lap 3, it's going to be a tough battle coming in here. I mean, all these guys want it. I mean, you can't even tell who's going to have 4th right now. You got 3 guys back there battling for the same spot.
Nathan Davis has it right now. Caden Blazer in 2nd. Etter back to 3rd. Olson has got that final transfer position, but he's got a mirror full of about 5 cars as we're all over the racetrack lines, mostly primarily on the top. That doesn't mean that's where it's working. You see some guys trying to work that bottom and middle lines right now. Connor Dudek up to the 4th spot. He's got that final spot. Now, as I say that, Jordan Etter jumps in. Contact in 1 and 2. It's been full pandemonium here in the first opening laps of this C main. Everyone trying to get into that B main. Meanwhile, your top 2, Caden Blazer and Nathan Davis, your leader, have pulled away. They've almost got a 2-second gap. Back to 3rd and 4th. That's where we're watching right now, is we got about 4 or 5 cars trying to battle it out for this final transfer spot. Right now, it's now Jason Randolph in that 4th spot. This position is switched about 6 or 7 times already, and we got contact up top. Will that bring out a caution? Looks like we're still going to stay green for the time being, and there it is.
Tony Harkin parked it on the side rows right there. Both of them fighting for that same 4th spot, just fighting too hard, wanting it too hard. As Jason Randolph's looking at seeing if will go in the pits. He will, to fix that car, man. That sucks.
Taking a replay at it right here. Little contact 3 wide into the corner. And 3 cars involved there. Jason Randolph, one of them, Cody Olson, another Jordan Etter getting together, causing that caution. First caution here in our C main. That'll restack them. We'll reset the order as they run. Your leader, the 36 of Nathan Davis, followed by Caden Blazer, Cody Olson, Jason Randolph, and Zach Rounds, your top 5. Etter 6th. Fernberg did not make the call, I believe. Yeah, he did not. And then Wagaman, Gus, and Dudek, if that's right. Actually looks like it's going to be Gus, Dudek, Nichols, Price, Kelly, Henninger, your top 10. Got to wait for the graphic to update a little bit there, but that's your top 10. Just over halfway through this C main. And you called it, Cole. A lot of action early on.
Yeah, I mean, these guys all want the same spot. I've been there before in the modifieds, and you have little to no more room. These guys are ants out here just trying to find the grip and go, and it's so hard. Being a modified guy, you normally can touch, and once you hit one of these guys' tires, you're fighting for that one little group, so you can't spin out.
Yeah, any little contact can throw your car haywire here in these 360 sprint cars. We've already seen it here in a couple heat races, and now here in the C main, and you want to start your season off the right way. Maybe why we're seeing a little bit more energy here in the C main. Green flag back in the air. Nathan Davis back on the throttle, leading us into turn 1. He had checked out. Him and Zach Rounds had Caden Blazer had kind of checked out on the field. Now he's got to redo it with coming to 4 to go here in the C main. Remember, top 4 go directly to the back of the beam.
Oh, and Wagaman comes into a spin. Oh, no. That sets up all his chances running third there on the bottom. It just spins and hits. I don't know what car was that. Blazer, I'm guessing. Oh, that sucks. They were all in transfer spots, and they just collided like we were talking about and spun it.
Yeah, we're going to take a replay of it here a little bit. They're coming out of turn 3 and 4 right here as we look at the replay. Looking at Wagaman on the bottom. He gets together with, yes, I believe that was, in fact, Blazer that he got in contact with, and it was. And takes both of them out for the time being. Not the way you want to put yourself, the position you want to put yourself in with coming to 3 to go. They still are both on the racetrack right now. Wagaman in 9th, Blazer in 10th.
Yeah, I don't believe Caden will probably not be able to come back on this track in a transfer spot because of that pit minute wait.
So we'll reset it. This top 4 has changed about 12 different times in a matter of 9 laps. Right now, it's still Nathan Davis out front, Zach Rounds in 2nd, Casey Gus in 3rd, Connor Dudek holding on to that final transfer spot, Tim Nichols in 5th, Sam Price 6th, Cody Kelly 7th, 8th, Mike Henninger 9th, Troy Wagaman, and in 10th, Caden Blazer. Looks like Blazer's taking it down pit road in that 10th place spot. When we go green this time by, we will have about 3 laps left to go. We'll see if we can run these 3 final laps caution free. We're going to keep an eye on Dudek here on the restart. See if he can hold off Tim Nichols for that final transfer position.
As we set to go green, as Davis has an amazing start once again.
Nichols,
A little bit.
Nichols decides to go
Go
to
ahead.
the inside there on the bottom, trying to steal that 4th place spot away from Connor Dudek.
Oh, and another spin. Oh, man.
So I don't think we even made it back around to complete a lap. where
I
that
believe that's
caution
Cody
comes out.
Kelly in a wall. Oh, it is. And he sets it. Oh, he tries to go in the pit lane and nails the tires.
So we'll take a look back at this one. We'll see what happened to Cody Kelly. Got it spun around there.
You know, it looks like he checked up for a car, and Troy was just not expecting it, and he just kept on driving it. It just wiped them both out almost.
Yeah, I think he was checking up for Tim Nichols there on the inside line and got the receiving end of the deal. So that's going to reset the order once again. I don't think much changed there since the last restart. Nathan Davis still out front, followed by Zach Rounds, Casey Gus, and Connor Dudek. And Cole, you know, coming as a dirt racer yourself, how much does this kind of throw you off having these many restarts back-to-back like this?
I mean, for the guy in the first lane, you're like, oh, I just wish this race was over, you know. But, like, for the guys in the back waiting for, like, 5th, 6th, and 7th, you're like, this is amazing. Less guys I got to go through to win this thing or at least get a transfer spot, you know. It's just less pressure for the guys in the back, more pressure for the guys up front for mess up.
So it's still Davis, Rounds, Gus, and Dudek holding on to those top 4 spots. Nichols on the outside looking in the 5th place spot. And that's Sam Price, Henninger, Wagaman, Kelly, and Blazer. Top 10 staying the same. Top 4 have been the same on the last couple restarts, but we'll see. We didn't complete a lap, so when we come this time, it'll be 2 to go. Green, white, checkered. Here to end the C main. Pace truck will pull off this time. Green flag in the air. Nathan Davis hard on the throttle, and he gets a good advantage pulling away on the restart. Looking back here at Casey Gus and Dudek. Looks like they're safe for the time being. They got away a little bit from Tim Nichols. Deep run in there for, I believe that was the 19 of Troy Wagaman. Didn't get it to work, though. Heavy attack. Casey Gus, Connor Dudek Trying to work it
Yeah,
out.
that's just your
Contact.
Oh!
More contact.
I mean, I think, is that it? Because the white flag drew? Is that it? I believe that is it.
That is going to be it. Nathan Davis, Zach Rounds, Connor Dudek, and Troy Wagaman Jr. going to get the final transfer spot. We saw that one happen live as we were on Casey Gus when he got spun around into the outside wall, and I believe that was a 4th or 5th caution. Nevertheless, those are your 4 that'll advance to the back of this B main, which we'll get set to grid up here in just a second. But quite a bit of action. Would have liked to see a little bit cleaner racing, but it was better than what we saw in a couple of the heat races where it was single line.
Yeah, as we go in your lineup here for the B main on the front row, Cody Meadows, the 42 on the outside of him, the 17 of Christopher Monroe.
In row number 2, you got the 56 of David Flick, and on his outside, the 54 of Matt Westfall.
On row number 3, that's Dylan Hutchinson in the 43, and on the outside of him is the 026 Sean Stevens.
In row number 4 on the inside, starting 7th, is the one of Jacob Smuts, and on the outside, the 118 of Scott King.
On the next row back is the 23 of Alex Zerzinski, and next to him is Chris Vogel in the 716.
Starting 11th on the inside of row number 6 is the 36 of Nathan Davis, wanting that C main, and on his outside is the 28 of Zach Rounds.
On the final row, in the 13th and 14th spot is going to be the 29th Connor Dudek, and the man, the myth himself that worked himself all the way from the back after the spin out, Troy Wagerman.
So that's going to round out your starting grid. We'll get ready for this B main. And I believe it's the top 4 advance to the A main, right, Cole?
Yeah, that's the top 4 as most, let's see, 10 of these guys are going to go home again, and I just feel like we're going to see as much action as we did the last one as soon as this track's collecting up even more, and there's going to be more lines to run.
Well, we're going to add an additional 2 laps to this heat or this B main. We're going to run 14 laps. Hopefully this time we can get them mostly green flag laps. Caution laps, once again, do not count. Pace truck going to pull down and away, and we'll get set for B main right now.
As Cody Meadows starts with a great start from him, and he's pulling from the lead at least 6 car lengths, and he's continuing to pull, man. He's just got the full throttle down, and he's pulling.
Oh, we got contact already. Big trouble in the back of the field. 2, 3, 4 cars around. We're going to take a look as I had my camera on Matthew Westfall, and it happened just next to him. So we're going to go back.
As of right now, it looks like Dylan Hutchinson and Zach Rounds got in something kind of mess as they're still sitting there like confused as what happened.
Replay isn't working. We'll take a look at it if I can get it going. But yeah, Zach Rounds, Dylan Hutchinson getting involved in the accident there.
It looks like the 218 kind of got squirrely and came up the track just a little bit as the Chris Vogel comes down at the same time and pinches the 118, and that just completed the whole mess up right there.
So we made it 2 laps, 1 lap. Either way, not very far here into the C main, or B main, excuse me, before our first caution. Hopefully it's not the trend that we see in the C main that we just had a few minutes ago. And Cole, do you think first race jitters maybe a little bit?
Yeah, maybe a bit. I mean, I know my first time out in one of these in the league race, I was just nervous as heck, and I just didn't want to mess up for anybody. But these guys want it, man. They're showing it.
Well, as we said earlier, you want to start that season off on a high note. For some of these guys, that's just trying to make it to the A main at this point. Right now, it's Cody Meadows, your race leader, David Flick in second, Christopher Monroe third. Matt Westfall 4th, Scott King 5th, Jacob Smut 6th, Alec Szerzinski 7th, Nathan Davis 8th, Troy Wagman Jr. in 9th, and Connor Dudek in 10th. Looks like Hutchinson.
Cody Meadows is going to start up again on going green. A great jump for this kid. This guy's got it all going for him. He's just sending it and going, man. As we take a look at that transfer spot, it's still Matthew Westfall. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Matthew. He's still getting pressure. It's 3 wide behind him, though. He's coming in. Who is that? Oh, he doesn't have it no more. It's Troy Wagerman coming up from behind him even more. Szerzinski's coming up now. Jacob Smutch is in the mix. Scott King has passed them all coming around here. He's got the transfer spot now. Oh, maybe it's Jacob Smutz. Oh, we got a car in the wall. Hopefully that does not cause a caution here, as we got a great race. It's Scott King and Jacob Smutch here for the transfer spot. Ow! Nathan Davis is trying to make a point for himself coming in here at that 6th, 7th spot. We got another car in the wall behind him. It's still Jacob Smutz and Scott King battling for that transfer spot, as Cody Meadows just takes the green flag again, go for lap 7 as he takes the lead just as he did before. This man has got the wheels hooked and down. Dade Flick in 2nd. Christopher Monroe, sliding up the track. He's still on 3rd, though. Dave Flick 2nd. Christopher Monroe 3rd. Scott King 4th at the moment. And it's Jacob. Oh, that's not Jacob Schmutz. Excuse me. That's Szerzinski coming in the mix. Oh, as he passes him. Nathan Davis is in the mix for the 4th spot now, I believe. As it's Nathan Davis, Szerzinski, Jacob Schmutz, Wagaman, and Scott. Is that Scott? I don't know, but back to the lead, though. Meadows has still got a strong lead, going 5 to go. He's working the top as well as any of these guys are behind him. David Flick's starting behind him, though. He's got a great transfer spot right there at number 2 in a great space. Christopher Monroe now in 3rd. He's getting attacked by these guys. Nathan Davis. Nathan Davis is working his way through the pack, folks. Flick obviously bobbled there, and now Monroe's on him. This is an action-packed B-main, man. You thought the feature was going to be good. This B-main's as good as any one of them. As we finish lap 11 there onto 12, Christopher Monroe still got the 3rd spot. Nathan Davis in 4th. Szerzinski's looking in. He's sending it low. He's trying to get something there working. As your top 5, it'll be Meadows, Flick, Monroe, Davis, and Szerzinski, and they got a 3-second lead behind the whole pack here. Szerzinski's following back now. Hopefully he's got something. Oh, as he touches the wall there. Lap number 14, white flag. What do we got left? Nathan Davis, three-car battle for 4th here. Transfer spot, who gets it? If nobody hits, oh, who got it? Who got it? Was it Nathan Davis for 3rd? Szerzinski, maybe? Szerzinski 5th. That was how close was that one?
I think
Monroe just beats him by 5 hundredths of a second. Wow.
All right, so we're going to get set. Cole, this one's a little bit tricky to keep an eye on, so if you notice anything, let's shout it out together and work together on this one. But we're going to get ready for the pole dash. This will decide the starting order for our A main. These are the top 2 cars that made it through our heat races, so we're going to get set. Looks like we got Kevin Hanley on track, Carter Chevalier, Max Stamball, Ryan Scheit, Eric Wilkie, and Kevin Click coming on track.
You got Hanley. Yeah, you said Royer, right? Yeah. Calavoda, Eric Wilkie, man. That guy's be close to watch, man. What's your pick to win here now?
I don't know. You always got to watch out for Royer and Stamball, but Calavoda looked pretty quick earlier, too.
You know, I'm going to take the underdog back here. I think Scheit's going to get it. How many laps do they go for here?
I think they usually go for 6 or 7, so...
These ones are going to be the best cars tonight. Maybe they got lucky for 1 and 2, but hey, they got it. That's all that matters. So they're going to show them what's up. This is all about bragging rights right here. Who's the top dog?
Eric Wilkie is going to start on the pole. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Wilkie pulls the early race lead as they head off into 1 and 2. They head down the backstretch. This 23, maybe the 27 of Kevin Click. And second, good battle going on there. Kevin Hanley working his way up as well. Max Standball in there in 4th.
My guy coming up on the top side in 5th, looking for that 4th spot. Oh, as he touches the wall, Ryan Scheidt. He's battling, man. These cars back here, they don't want to give up. It looks like the bottom is finally coming in, which is what I like. I want to see a 2-lane coming in, top to bottom, fingernail finish, you know. That's the kind I like.
3 wide back there in the back of the pack. Max Standball running that top side. Got a battle up front. Eric Wilkie still hanging on to that top spot. Got 4 cars closing in now as we're getting close to ending this pole dash.
Yeah, it looks like Wilkie just snacks the wall there, and he's just still on it. Oh, no, he went from battle for the lead all the way back into last now. Oh, no, that's tough for him, as he'll try to work his way back up, which won't be possible, but hey, never say never.
Max Standball on that top side, working against the 27 of Kevin Click. They're going to battle out. Looks like Standball's got the advantage. He's going to go to the point this time. I believe that's going to be it.
Maybe that's it, yeah.
So Standball getting the pole dash win. Kevin Click coming across in 2nd. In 3rd, Kevin Hanley. As they line them up here, we'll take a look at the finishing order. Royer in 4th.
Chevalier 5th. Calvado 6th. Scheidt 7th, my pick. Come on, man. Wilkie 8th.
All right, that'll round out your pole dash. We're going to take a quick second to play one of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll get you set for our A main. All right, welcome back. Ready to go for our A main. I think we might be working the track in just a little bit before we get set. Cole, we saw pretty good racing there in the pole dash, but especially in that B main. What are you looking for here in our A main?
You know, it's really about the most consistent guys. If you never hit the wall and you're hitting the same lap every time, as long as it's good, you're going to be up here. And as long as you're a clean racer, give back. As long as every guys do this, it'll be a fun race to watch.
I think so. We're going to get ready to set the grid. We're going to go 30 laps. The first 3 we're going to use to reset the front grid. But we'll give you some of the grid as they run. We'll start from the back if we can. Like we said, new guys out here trying to get
I got
things
the
in
top.
order.
I got the whole lineup if you want it.
Well, we'll go as they run right now. So we'll do it as they run. Remember that we might shuffle this. When they reshuffle, we'll tell you how they stack out with the pole dash. But let's go. Starting on the front row, Cole, who do you got?
I got Steven Calavoda. And next to him is Ryan Scheidt, obviously going to mix up because of the winner in that pole dash. But on the next row out, it's going to be Trevor Royer and Carter Chevalier. On the 3rd row inside is going to be the 5 Max Strombaugh, and outside of him is going to be the 110 of Kevin Hanley. Outside, next row back is going to be Kevin Click, the 27. On the next side out of him is the 013 of Eric Wilkie. Are you getting these now?
Yeah, I got him now. So now this will be the starting order from here on back. Like we said, we're going to rearrange those top 8. So starting 9th will be the 0-10 of Zach Whitties, and on his outside will be the 95 of Dakota Kuhn. Starting in row 6 in the 11th position is the 44 of Garrett Holsey, and on his outside, the 92 of Peyton Grease.
The next row back is going to be the 75 of Michael Berthay. I hope I'm saying that right. And the outside of him is going to be Trevor Berry.
In row number 8, starting in the 15th spot, is the 021 of Nicholas Cohan, and on his outside, the 007 of Jacob Fields.
On the next row back is the 42 of Cody Meadows on the inside, and outside of him is going to be the 56 of David Flick.
Starting 19th on the inside of row number 10 is the 36 of Nathan Davis, and on his outside, the 17 of Christopher Monroe. That'll round out your order. 20 cars making the call here, and like we said, rearranging that order, so as they get it set, we'll give you what the top 8 shakeup will be.
Yeah, I mean, a guy to watch is the guy actually starting in dead last almost is Nathan Davis. He'll work his way up the track, I bet, or I mean up the pack, and I bet he gets the top 10.
We'll have to keep an eye on him for sure. So it looks like it's going to be Kevin Click getting the pole, Kevin Hanley in 2nd, Trevor Royer in 3rd. In 4th, Carter Chevalier. In 5th, Ryan Scheidt. 6th, Stephen Calavota. 7th, Eric Wilkie. And Zach Whitties in 8th. Now, Jacob Fields did not make the call, so there'll be 19 cars here in this A main. And if I'm right, Cole, I think our league owner and runner here, Roger Wagner, they do like a secret draw on a number on how they shake up this order. So you may win the pole dash. That doesn't always necessarily mean you're going to start on the pole.
It's always a mix-up. You know, Roger, he's just always thinking of something new.
So we should get ready to go green here next time around. They're coming around to complete lap number 2. Working on lap number 3. So next time around, we'll go green flag racing for 30 laps. Led by Kevin Click on the inside of that pole. On his outside, Kevin Hanley. Hopefully, we can go flag to flag with no cautions. But by any indication of how intense the racing's been tonight, might be a little bit of a stretch, wouldn't you say, Cole?
Yeah, I'm going to call a caution on number 4. I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. Caution number lap 4.
All right, green flag in the air. Kevin Click jumping out to the early race lead. Trevor Royer on the inside looking to try to take over that 2nd spot. Looks like he'll do it down the backstretch heading into 3 and 4.
Yeah, coming out for this next lap here, it's still Kevin. Oh, excuse me. My whole thing's screwed up here. It's still the same guy that was leading it before, Kevin Click, and then Trevor Royer coming in hot as this whole pack is still finding its way through.
Kevin Click, your leader. Trevor Royer in 2nd. Kevin Hanley in 3rd. That's your top 3. Then it's Calavota and Ryan Scheidt in the 4th and 5th spots. Well, 3 laps down now. So right now, this is when Cole called the caution. We'll see what happens. See if we can prove him wrong and make it through 4 green flag laps.
I sure hope so, man. All these guys are so close together, but it's so a close race here. As we complete lap 4 and no caution. As it's still Kevin Click and the whole pack behind him of dogs hunting him down here, but he's still pulling on the inside here, as we don't see a lot of guys on the outside like we did in the past races here.
Yeah, you just mentioned it, Cole. I just took notice of that as well. More guys working that inside line now than we saw running the top shelf in the couple heat races earlier. In fact, it looks like the only one in the top 5 running that top line is Kevin Hanley. He's trying to get around these guys on the bottom line as they're stacked up single file, and he's making it work a little bit. He's going to give Kevin Click a challenge for the lead.
Oh, and he's got it as he pulls around him. Wow, just the pure horsepower from this dude. Just coming on the high side and just get the momentum and go. I honestly think the high side is still where it's at, but once you follow the leader, you don't want to try new things, and it's just tough as we see a guy in 7th, I think, trying it, and he's working his way up.
Quite a few cars on the bottom line. Makes it hard to pass when you got so many cars down there. So we're working towards 10 laps in here of this final. It's still Kevin Hanley out front, who just took the lead over. And then it's Trevor Royer and Ryan Scheit, your top 3.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great race going on. Hopefully I don't jinx it, but it's kind of who wants it more here. And Hanley just pulled from the pack as soon as he got free. He said, let me go.
Yeah, he's pulled away by over a half a second over Trevor Royer. As we were on board there for a second with Steven Calavoto, almost turned it sideways, getting into 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2 actually that was, and now he lost quite a few spots. We'll go back up to the lead. Kevin Hanley now trying to stretch out that lead over Trevor Royer, who's seen a mirror full of pressure here tonight.
You know, Kevin Click went from leading this thing to 4th, as it looks like, but he's railing the top side, and it honestly kind of looks like it's almost working here.
Trying to find some room wherever that might be for Kevin Click to make some ground up on these guys.
It normally takes a lap and a half to get the momentum up, but it looks like it's a dead even track right now. Like, nobody's moving, nobody's nothing, because every line is the same speed, it looks like.
Good battle for that second place spot between Trevor Royer and Ryan Scheit. Scheit had it last time at the line. We'll see who can get it this time. Scheit's going to have it, so Scheit in second, Royer back to 3rd. Well, it almost looks like maybe there might be 3 lines working in. Scheit kind of working a line higher than Royer was there against the wall, and now you see Trevor Royer going to the top side.
Yeah, I mean, you look back at the pack and you look at Stambaugh, and he's almost running the middle. I mean, it looks like he's forcing that because the guy on the inside and outside, but it's working for him. So maybe this is a full track race we're seeing here.
That's what we hope for when we get to this A main, and it looks like the track has delivered here tonight. Closing in on 10 laps left to go.
Yeah, it looks like Trevor just bounced on the middle line on 1 and 2, and then on 3 and 4 he went to the outside and he just got passed underneath of him. It looks like that low line on 1 and 2 and the high side just ain't working on top for 3 and 4.
You think maybe he's trying to search for lines a little bit, see what might get him that advantage to get up there and catch Hanley?
I mean, you almost have to at this point when you know if you can find out how much of a lead you got behind 4th. I mean, it's like, what do you have to lose searching for a line? Yeah, you're losing ground and looking for 1 and 2, but if you find it, man, it's like, wow. And you start hauling again as he is again, and as he's catching 1 and 2.
Hanley pulled away a little bit, but now his lead is decreasing to Ryan Scheit. It's down to 0.2 of a second. Royer and Scheit are coming here as we're closing in on 10 laps left to go.
I think Royer still has this in the bag. He's just not showing it yet, as he looks like he's going to pass. They're going to have him on the backstretch. Oh, almost. It's close to call, but it looks like he's going to have him on the front stretch almost. As he does for second spot as he has it back.
We're watching on board with Trevor Royer right now as he works that top side, trying to get around Kevin Hanley. They've definitely ran Hanley down here in the closing laps.
I think Royer's got this in the bag. What, 7 laps to go and he has it. I really do. I think the bottom's going away and Royer's going to come up top, and he's just the momentum's going to go there. And I think Hanley just had a setup that will get him to the lead quick. And if he doesn't have for the long stretch, he's done for. But he's showing a battle right here for the lead here.
Royer definitely closed in that time around. See in the camera view now, there is Kevin Hanley just to the inside, working that bottom line right against the wall once again. Royer choosing the outside line there, closing in on 5
This race is so close, man. If any of them mess up, it's done for. As Royer gets the lead here, as he got it, 4 laps to go. Who will get it for the next lap? Is that Royer's first lead lap?
I believe it might be. And while these two are doing battle, don't count out Ryan Scheit. He's pulled up on this battle as well, made it a three-way battle.
You know, it's almost 3 wide for the lead here, man. This is crazy. And we had that fourth caution up, as I said. So, I mean, green and checkered will be a fun one here to watch.
3 laps left to go, and all 3 cars are in contention for the lead. Scheit loses a little bit of speed there.
Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, no, is it Garrett Holsey? Well, let's see what happened to him. That was just shaping up to be the best run of these guys' life for the top 3 here.
Oh, they're going to have to stack them and re-rack them in order to get this one back under control. We'll give you the top 10 here as they run. Your leader is the 90 of Trevor Royer. Then it's Kevin Hanley, Ryan Scheit, the top 3. We saw those 3 getting ready to do battle for the last 3 laps. Then it's Carter Chevalier in 4th, Peyton Grays in 5th, Eric Wilkie in 6th, Kevin Click 7th, Max Stambaugh 8th, Garrett Halsey 9th, and Dakota Kuhn in 10th.
You know, I looked back at the spin out. Halsey just spun out by himself, and that's got to suck for these guys if they rewatch this race and know if one of that determined who's going to win this race.
Well, it's definitely just going to add a little bit more of drama here to the end of this night 1 of racing for the Dirt Slingers 310 at Volusia. Trevor Royer showed that top line to get to the lead. We'll see if he can hold on to it in these final 2 laps is what it'll be coming to the green flag.
Yeah, normally what's going to happen here is either the top 3 guys have been so close and the 4th place guy is just going to sneak under them if they take him out. And that's going to be Chevalier if they do that.
Yeah, don't count out Carter Chevalier. He could try to challenge for one of those spots on the podium as well. We've been focusing on the top 3, but now with it all closed back up again, really no one is technically out of contention. Some of these guys back there 4th, 5th, and 6th could make a bid for the top 3. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. 2 laps left to go. Trevor Royer with a great jump off the start.
Yeah, I mean, the top is just where it's looked like. As long as you have the momentum, it's there. And as long as it's Trevor Royer and as long as this slide job doesn't come in like I think it will, Trevor Royer will be your first week champion.
Royer working the top of 1 and 2. Kevin Hanley, Ryan Scheit trying to work that bottom line. They'll send it into 3 and 4 one more time. Do they have anything for Royer coming out of 4? Trevor Royer takes the win. Kevin Hanley comes across in 2nd, Ryan Scheit in 3rd, Chevalier 4th, and Grease in 5th.
Yeah, to finish out your top 10, it'll be Wilkie, Stambaugh, Click, Kuhn, and Calvado.
So how about that for night 1 at Volusia? Quite the finish.
Oh, wow, man. I had a jinx, and I'm pretty sure I said there was going to be green, white, checkered, and as soon as I said that, there was a car on a wall.
So we'll wait to get these cars set up here on the finish line, get them together, and then we'll get our top 3 in here. I believe Trevor Royer might be burning it down over there in 1 and 2. Here he comes. Get them posed together here.
He was having a little fun out there, showing who had it, burning them tires off. Ain't nobody going to want them next week.
All right, we'll get these guys in here, ask them a few questions about the night. We'll see if we can get our 3rd place finisher, Ryan Scheit, up in here into the booth. Ryan Scheit, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, what an awesome night. Can you just kind of talk about how well the track kind of wore in throughout the night? Looked like it was pretty good there at the end.
Yeah, it was definitely bottom and middle throughout the first half there, and Trevor found the top there with about 12 to go and made it pretty exciting up there until that yellow came out.
Yeah, it looked like you guys were gonna have a good race for the top 3 positions between you three. What kind of reset with that caution coming out?
Oh, just surviving at that point, bunching the field back up. So,
All right, well, congratulations on the 3rd place finish. Is there anyone you'd like to thank tonight before we send you on your way?
yeah, I'd like to thank you all broadcasting. Super clean, everything that Roger does. I'd like to thank the guys at Black Diamond. A handful of months back ago, my wheel broke, and they got together and bought me a new one. So, glad I was able to finally put it on the podium here for them.
Well, congratulations.
And also, good luck to the Black Diamond guys at the Pro Series tonight.
Oh, good luck to those guys, and congratulations on starting the night off or the season off with a 3rd place finish.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we will get our 2nd place finisher, Kevin Hanley, up here in the booth as well with us in just a second once I find him. Let's see. There he is. We'll pull Kevin Hanley up here. Kevin, you there?
I got you. You got a copy?
We got you.
You know, Kevin, you led most of that race for 20 laps there, if I cannot recall. Did you ever know that he was going to sneak up past you and win that?
Yeah, I was kind of out there waiting for someone to come by on the high side. You know, I wanted to move up there, see if I could make something work, but at the same time, kind of that one groove off the bottom was working for me, so I was kind of afraid to leave it. So I'm kicking myself for not moving up there earlier.
Yeah, what were your thoughts on that restart? Were you concerned if anything was going to happen? Did you think we were going to get him on the restart there, or what was happening through your mind?
Yeah, I was kind of mad the caution came out. I thought I had a chance to, stay with him and slide him at the end if the caution didn't come out, but he got a good jump on me. I didn't really have anything for him after that.
Yeah, you betcha, man. Do you have anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, I would just like to, thank you guys for putting on the broadcast, Roger for putting on the league, and then, all the sponsors for putting on the show.
All righty, man. You did a great job tonight. This is week 1, man. It's a pretty good standing where you show where you are compared to these guys.
Yeah, thank you. I'll gonna try to make it as often as I can here.
All right, thank you, Kevin Hanley. That's your 2nd place finisher here tonight. We'll grab Trevor Royer here, get him up in the booth. And we'll talk to your race winner here from race number 1 at Volusia. Trevor, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Cole and I were talking on the broadcast. Kind of changed it up more than anybody else. You were running middle, running the low top side. What'd you kind of find there in the racetrack, especially later on, to get you up front?
Yeah, I started off running the bottom, and I was kind of getting held up, got passed around the outside, and I was like, okay. Just knew I had to stay patient. Ended up working my way back to 2nd, and then me and Ryan Scheit started battling, and then I was like, let me just try something different. Let me see if the top's there, and it was enough to where I kept working at it, and man, what a race.
Yeah, it was quite the race as well. We were talking, you three were in a tight battle there with a couple laps to go. It was going to get really exciting. What went through your mind when that caution flag came out with 3 to go?
Just don't mess this restart up, and you got it. And that was my main goal there. Just don't make any mistakes on the restart. And I ended up working out pretty good.
Yeah, you got a pretty good jump. What kind of were you thinking? Were you thinking to go late, go early, or was it just simply just going when you want to?
I mean, the track's so slick. I knew I'd have an advantage just by being able to get on the gas be the first one on the gas, so I knew I had the advantage there. And after that, it was just keep it off the fence and keep my momentum up, make it hard to catch me, and come away with the win.
Well, you did exactly just that. Is there anyone you'd like to thank here on your win tonight?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to first thank my team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Roger Wagner for putting DSRL on, Dirt Racing Network for putting on the broadcast, you guys for doing the commentary. Can't wait to go back and watch. Drew Neal at 19 Designs, Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim Sims, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, and everybody watching. I hope they enjoyed the show.
All right. Well, thank you and congratulations starting the season off with a win. Not much better way to start the year.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right. That was Trevor Royer, your race winner here tonight. Cole, final thoughts on the night?
I mean, before I jinxed it, it was a really fun race, man. I honestly didn't know if the top was there or not, but hey, you got to try it or sometime or not.
Yeah, we'll run through the final results one more time. Trevor Royer, your race winner. Kevin Hanley in second. Ryan Scheit in third. Carter Chevalier in fourth. In fifth, Peyton Grease. Sixth, Eric Wilkie. Seventh, Max Standball. Eighth, Kevin Click. Ninth, Dakota Kuhn. 10th, Stephen Calavoda. 11th, Trevor Berry. 12th, Zach Woody's. 13th, Michael Berthay. 14th, David Flick. 15th, Christopher Monroe. 16th, Cody Meadows. 17th, Nicholas Cohan. 18th, Garrett Holsey. 19th, Nathan Davis. And 20th, Jacob Fields. Yeah, you were saying there, Cole, great racing tonight. You did end up jinxing it. Luckily, it didn't happen on lap 4, although I'm sure some of these guys probably would have rather preferred that one.
Yeah. Unlucky for my pick, Nathan Davis did not get a top 10, but he was fighting up there for 17th, 16th as I saw as I went back and watched. So no, all in all, great race.
First night in the books wasn't too bad, was it?
Not at all, man. These guys want to show that they can compete in the features, man. 20 cars went home tonight, and 20 cars showed why they made that A feature.
So, all right, stick with us. That was our first night for both of us. First time for Cole broadcasting, first time me producing. Couple minor mistakes, but we'll get them ironed out and ready to go for next week. So, a couple more broadcasts coming up this week. I know Roger's got a show tomorrow night. We'll be back Wednesday as well. So stick with the Dirt Racing Network. Follow us on social media so you can stay up to date with all of our races. Any final thoughts, Cole?
You know, all in all, just a great race. I mean, these guys want to compete as much as we do on the broadcasting booth and put in on a great show as we always do. But I know I made a couple mistakes, but we all do that. We'll all get better at the end.
That is true. So congrats to our top 3 for Roger Wagner, Cole Basso, and Dom Santino. You've been watching the Dirt Racing Network. Thank you for watching and have a good night.